Salve, and welcome to another episode of Konnakol 2020. Today is the 17th of January, and this is what I've been practicing today. Tha-ka-ding, 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 tha-ding, 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 ding, ding, ding. Tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, 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 tha-dhi-ki-na-thom. You know what that was. That was the second variation of the Korvai I showed you 2 days ago, just like I promised. And first of all, you will recall that Korvai rule says what? Says that all Korvais must be performed 3 times. So today you learn the third and last iteration or version of this Korvai. You can also think that these are 3 interrelated Korvais or a Korvai series. All that terminology is used. For completion's sake, I'm putting up here on screen the structure of the first version of this Korvai. On the left side here, the structure, as you recall, was 8 3 gap, 8 3 gap, 8 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, and then a Tirmanam of 5 5 5 1 gap, 5 5 5 1 gap, 5 5 5. Then we did the first variation or second Korvai in the series, that is in the middle of the screen, which went like 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 2 3 gap, 2 3 gap, 2 3 gap, and then a Tirmanam of 7 7 7 1 gap, 7 7 7 1 gap, 7 7 7. And of course, I explained the relationships between these 2 Korvais, in which how you can see we are like reducing or going in descending order how we start, because we in the first Korvai start with 8 3 8 3 8 3, and then we eliminate, we chop off that line, and we start with 6 3 6 3 6 3 on the second one. And here's the structure of the third Korvai in the series, or second variation. That is what I just recited at the beginning of this video. And then at the bottom of the screen, you can see how to recite each phrase. For the Tirmanams of 555, 777, and 999, we are using the standard phrases of Tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, Tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, and Tha-dhi-ki-na-thom. In case you need a refresher about these issues of terminology, please see episodes 13 and 14 of this series, which are also linked in the video's description. So again, see how the second and third lines of the Korvai on the center are exactly the same as the first and second lines on the Korvai on the right. This is the same relationship that we had between the first and second Korvais, right? So just like before, we create the third Korvai by removing the first line, which was 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, 6 3 gap, and then we bump up the next 2 lines so that we start with 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, 4 3 gap, and then we add a new line of simply 3 gap, 3 gap, 3 gap. Imagine this as it would be 0 3 gap, 0 3 gap, 0 3 gap, if you want. And then, just like I explained yesterday, if you add up the number of beats of the first 3 lines of the new Korvai, we get again 110, which is not cool because we need 128 beats for it to be a complete Korvai that fits in Adi Thaaam. So we repeat the process we did yesterday, and we add 2 beats to each phrase in the Tirmanam. So we take each of the 9 sevens that we have at the end of the Korvai, we add 2 to each, and as you guessed it, we have now a Korvai that is 128 beats long. And now the time has come, the moment of truth, when we will recite all of these Korvais in succession, and I hope you can follow. Let's do this. taka ju nu ding, taka ju nu ding, taka ju nu ding, ta-ki-ta ding, ta-ki-ta ding, ta-ki-ta ding, taka ding, taka ding, taka ding, tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, 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 ta-ki-ta ding, ta-ki-ta ding, ta-ki-ta ding, taka ding, taka ding, taka ding, ta ding, ta ding, ta ding, tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, 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 taka ding, taka ding, taka ding, ta ding, ta ding, ta ding, 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 tha-dhi-ki-na-thom, 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 tha-dhi-ki-na-thom. Ah, beautiful. Okay, I thought that would be an interesting thing to do in these last 3 episodes. So you can see how you can start playing around within the rules of Korvai reciting, and of course Korvai playing, if you are playing any instrument really. That's one of the beauties of Konnakol, that you can apply it to any instrument. I think we're gonna do something about it in a future series of episodes, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this, please leave a comment in the comments. You can subscribe, you can like, you can share, you can do all those things that you're supposed to be doing, and I'm really bad at promoting this, so if you can help me out, great. So that's all for today. I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.